Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to wrap up MongoDB and Mongoose. We're going to change search query helpers to narrow search results. If you don't pass the callback as the last argument to the model.find or to the other search methods, the query is not executed. You can store the query in a variable for later use. This kind of object enables you to build up a query using chaining syntax. The actual database search is executed when you finally chain the method .exec. You always need to pass your callback to this last method. There are many query helpers. Here we'll use the most famous ones. So here we say find people who like burrito. Sort them by name, limit the results to 2 documents, and hide their age. So here we're going to chain find, sort, limit, and select, and then use .exec, and we're going to pass the done error data callback to the exec function. Okay, cool. So let's come back over to our REPL.it, and yeah, it looks like we're almost done here. So if you don't pass the callback as the last augur, okay, this we all just went through. So food to search for is burrito, and so find people who that. So we can do .find. So let's go person.find, and then, well, I guess could we go favorite foods? Is equal to food to search. Food.find. And then, yeah, so limit the results to 2. So here we're going to say find people who like burritos, favorite foods, burrito. Sort them alphabetically by name. Sort. And then we want to limit them by 2. Limit by 2. Valid number takes a limit as 2. That's great. And then we want to, this is so weird. Find people who like burritos, sort them alphabetically by name. Sort by name. And then limit the results to 2 documents and hide their age. Select, I guess, specifies which document to field to include or exclude. So what happens if we look for select? Oh, there it is. Select. I go back up to the top. .select, prototype.select. No, that's schema option types. We want array.select. Maybe that would give it to us. Let's go to search select. What does that give us? Our query prototype select. Schema type. Yeah, we want the query. Cool. So query select, include A and B, exclude other fields. Okay, well, we know if we go here, we just want to include, we can just put the names within a thing here. So yeah, so I'll read this out loud. So here they're saying include A and B and exclude other fields. So they just have them separated by a space. So I'm guessing that we should be able to just go, I mean, hide their age. Well, we want to add, I mean, we could just exclude -1. Okay, so we could just say minus age. And yeah, and then we can go .exec. And then we're going to create a fallback function. And within here, we're going to pass, I guess, we're going to call this one errors. And then we'll call this one, we'll call it the error. And then here we'll just say search result. And so when we pass this data to here, we'll just call this one search result. And we'll go if there's error, then we want to return the console.log of the search of the error. Yeah, so let's stop the server and then just see what happens when we run this. I'm not 100% on this one. I think I might have made some mistakes in here. npm start, no server. Your app is listening on port 3000. So our code is executed. So let's run over here. First we want to copy this guy. I'm pressing command 1 and command 2 in order to move in between my tabs. So then I'm pasting in here and run the test. Okay, chaining query helpers should succeed. That's not helpful. Okay, so let's go back over here and read our error pages. Collection.remove is deprecated, use delete one. Name is not defined. Opt.js line 16. What? Okay, deprecation. Name is not defined. Let's see here. Looks like we're console logging that. Use delete one. Name is not defined. Where is name? Favorite foods. Sort. Okay, so we're getting an error here on line 163. Oh, I thought it was line 116. It's 163. There's the error line. Okay, so 163, sort. Name is not defined. Okay, cool. So let's check out sort here. Query prototype sort. That's what we're working on. And so I'm just going to scroll down to that. Sort. We want to take a field ascending, and we want to go maybe by name. Cool. So let's grab this guy. We want to pass this object in there. So back over here. So instead of saying name, instead of saying sort by name, we're going to pass in an object and have it name, and then we're going to pass in ascending. So here the field and then the ascending, and we'll leave test out. I'm not sure exactly what that does. Okay, limit to. So I'm going to stop the server and rerun it. Down here we're running the server, so if I say I've completed this, oh wow, that was it. Limit to age, not age. Yeah, so I think if you were to console log down here the search results, we would see them in the server. So let's stop the server and run the server again. And now if I come over to here, close this out, and say I've completed it again, here we'd see the search results popping up. And so Ashley and Mario, and we see their favorite food, their ID, and their thing. So we're seeing everything in here except for their age. So yeah, this, first off, I would just want to say this code looks terrible, right? So and if you're having problems, and if you extend all of your dots out to different lines, and then if you have error messages, they'll be on the specific line that's the problem. So say your limit is the problem, or your select is the problem. And just like in D3, we can line all of our chain to functions up like this. I think we should, instead of saying favorite foods and then food to search, that doesn't save us any space or clarity really. We could just say burrito, right? And then we go find our food to search. This could just be our query, right? And so it's our find our query. You know, sort ascending, we don't need that. Select age. I'm pretty sure that you could do this as well. You could go age, and then if you go 0, if you go 0, it won't put it there. So let's stop this and run it again. We're starting the server down here. It says it's working. If I come back over here and rerun our tests, cool. And so yeah, there. So you can change the age as well. Search results. We might want to make this search results because we know it's 2, so it makes sense to have it properly configured. But I mean, honestly, do we really need to extrapolate this? Like, it's not even that long. We should just get rid of that and put it into here. And so this is pretty clean looking. Now that we've completed our test, we don't really want to bog up the console log, and then so we want to get rid of the details now on how to do this because they're generally unimportant for us. Yeah. If you want to go deeper, you may look at indexes, pre-post hooks, validation, skirm. Okay. I'm not really into doing that right now. This has been quite the exercise. So yeah, that wraps up. Let's see. Let's stop the server one more time and then just run it. Again, if you're having errors here, just really take a look at this. Make sure you're not having any semicolons on the end here, and make sure you're passing in objects. Here you're passing in an object. Limit, you don't need to pass in an object, but for sort and then our find object, we're passing in objects. And so yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Again, this is, we could make this an arrow function and it'll work pretty nicely. We can clean this up by making it an arrow function as well. I could stop the server. I think that this actually looks a lot cleaner. If we were to run this now, looks like our server's running. And if we head over here and we rerun our test, oh wow, should succeed. Now we're not getting it. We're getting an error. So I scroll back up here. Search results is not defined. Oh, that makes sense. Search results. We have a typo there. So I just copied this and pasted it onto here so we get the exact same one. So yeah, if I were to run the tests now, I think they'll pass. App is listening on port 3000. All right. Well, that takes care of the MongoDB and Mongoose. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next lesson.